23 yards all told.
Yep.
This offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields gets past one man. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two.
Not the rookie.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, Hurd. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurd, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra spec.
And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
It might be.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
That's crazy. If he keep on doing that, he might get a heart attack. I think people doing that, and one of them had a heart attack.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
We know our friend has the season. Like if you start running, dang, right there.
It's easy. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit, he's on base and bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On play action, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting.
Wow. It should have been the worst coach of the year. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the worst coach of the year. Yes. Let's wait and see. I'm just saying. I have it. Yeah. Yeah. Have you heard John got rehab? Hey Josh, how you watch Impact Wrestling? Remember Petey Williams? No, Petey. Yeah. He's not in Impact anymore. No, he's coming to the WWE. He's in the tryouts right now. That's what I heard. Have you heard about that? Yeah. Exhibition. Yeah. Yeah. Cause you got. True, and you got some. What's the girl's name from Major League Wrestling? No, what's her name? No, not the other one. No, what's her name from who was doing the Los Parks manager? What's her name? Yeah, she's coming to WWE too. I forgot her name. Yeah, I saw. I heard most calling out some superstar from WWE. Have you saw the promo he just cut?
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Yeah. I want to see Kenny versus. I want to see Kenny versus Moose Part 2 again. I want to see that.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
True. Because right now, because Impact is not working with them, that's their chance. Because some superstars. True.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
I want to see Eddie Edwards in WWE. I want to see that.
And no effort to bring this one out.
That's his choice. He got 2 choices right there.
The Packers
know what I mean, Josh?
Offensively. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious?
Because some wrestlers haven't worked with a company yet. So sooner or later they might their choice. True, but he nice. She did the SmackDown champ.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
That's why I said. Yeah. That's why I said, Josh.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
Have you heard next year's WrestleMania? There's going to be a 2-night event again.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the
No,
game
in Houston. I mean Texas, Dallas.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots
No,
so
the
far.
Texas. They're heading back
He
again.
deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26.
Then we Donald Trump races.
This will be a 41-yard punt.
That's all right. I got to let it go.
First and 10. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here.
But this time he's not gonna cheat.
I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear. Every time we have to leave the booth.
That one goes for 30 yards.
No, everyone voted for Hillary. It was Hillary Clinton, right? Was gonna be the president? Yeah.
On first and 10, here's Fields.
I like to see the first lady being first president, and Bill Clinton would be the first man. The first man.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Josh? Because Bill was running for president, and she was.
He's got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Yeah. And The Rock.
Coup for the extra point.
He's acting still.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays.
Let's wait and see, because there's a lot of people.
On play number 2. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off.
And they need to keep an eye on Brock Lesnar.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough
And Sonya Deville. And don't forget what's her name? Sonya.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
No, I'm happy Brock Lesnar beat his ass up.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning
What's
Defensive
up?
Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains.
Hey, Johnson, go ahead. No, it's good. Go ahead.
Love now. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Oh, God.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
You knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Meanwhile, they
hey, Josh, how you like Inner Circle versus American Top Team? this coming week on Saturday.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in
Wait, I forgot to tell you, but I know I pronounced you man and white. Now you might kiss the game.
They'll run on first down. Hurd.
Yeah.
This one down to about the 17.
Hey.
Jair Alexander.
I cannot wait to meet you, Dave.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah.
To throw is Fields. He's got Njoku over the middle.
I know, cause I told Dave it's not fun to video chatting, but I thought I would got to meet in person.
Touchdown of the game.
Right, Dave?
The Bears are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Hey Josh, you blocked the one you had? Your debit card.
Following touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
They did. True.
Taken at the goal
That's
line.
more important.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
I can't wait to watch Clifford the Big Rat Dog tomorrow.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately
I thought you saw the trailer for the Clifford movie.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I got it.
Brings up 2nd down. On the delay, Jones. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Love. Slant to Adams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. On 1st down, Hurd. Good footwork at the 30. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurd evades the tackler, and now some space. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Yep.
Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They were winning at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
The Packers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Going back to Love. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. This is taken at about the 14. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurd. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down. On the run, this is Jackson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think. Played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. Never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. See if I got to X me. Not basically. Come to forget him. Man, they come there and ask me.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storyline.
Clifford.
One. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. to the 20-yard line. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And they can't bring him down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball. End zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Touchdown, Bears! Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We'll this defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run on 1st down. Hurd. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, a so-called unnamed source. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Youngway coup for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Johnson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here comes Pettis on the return. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. This is caught by Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Hurd. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give right side. Hurd. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hurd. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. It's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hurd. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They snap it to Fields. Rolling to his left. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a... It's J.J. Watt.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.